What's going on, traders and gamblers? I'm here to show you how you could have almost doubled your money Friday using this uniform model setup. Let's get into it. Okay, the first thing I always look for when starting out a new trading day is for the previous day high and low. So there we have the previous day high, and there we have the previous day low. We're then going to drop into our lower time frames, such as the 4 hour, the 1 hour, the 15 minute, the 5 minute, the 3 minute, and the 1 minute to begin constructing our trade. So the first thing we do is we look for 4 hour levels, high and low. So coming into the day, we always usually open pre-market and see what's going on pre-market. On Friday morning, we saw this big red candle pre-market during the pre-market session, highlighted right here in this lighter blue color. We had this big red candle that gave us this high and this low, and that's going to be our 4 hour high and low. We're then going to drop down to our 1 hour, and we see that 4 hour candle is still the same on 1 hour. So we're going to add that to our chart. Now that we have our key levels, we're then going to drop down to the 15 minute to see if we can frame a trade. On the 15 minute, the first thing we see is a fair value gap displayed right here. We're now going to drop down to our lower time frames to see if we can continue framing our trade. Here on the 3 minute, we're able to notice a market structure shift right here. And this shift just happens to take us through that 15 minute fair value gap. We're going to continue to drop to our lower time frames to see if we can gain an entry to this trade. Here on the 1 minute, if we focus on this low, this high, this lower low, and this higher high, we have everything we need to frame a breaker block. So here we have our bullish breaker block. We're going to look to see if we see any more confluence lining up with this breaker block. If we look forward to the right a little bit, we do. We've got a fair value gap right here on the 1 minute. To gain entry to this trade, we're looking for a dip into this fair value gap. Looking to gain an entry at the top of that fair value gap, we could set our price target at previous highs or the pre-market high. So here we've placed our long position at the top of that fair value gap. We're targeting pre-market highs. And if we leave our risk on the other side of the breaker block, we have a trade that equates to 3.16R. If we wanted to tighten our risk, we could take our stop loss and move it to this leg that swept through this 15 minute fair value gap. And this gives us a 7R trade. So if we let this trade play out, immediately we go ahead and reach those previous highs before reversing and respecting this 15 minute fair value gap as an inverse fair value gap. Once, twice, before taking off to our full take profit later on in the day, where we could have closed for the full 7R. We even blew past it at 501.65. SPY's making all-time highs. If you like this video, follow for more. Peace.